You all Gauranga. Gauranga.
Nityananda.
Nityananda.
Gauranga.
Nityananda.
Gauranga.
Nityananda.
Gauranga.
Nityananda.
Gauranga.
Nityananda.
Gauranga.
Gauranga.
Nityananda.
Gauranga.
Nityananda.
Gauranga.
Nityananda.
Nityananda.
Gauranga.
Nityananda.
Gauranga.
Nityananda.
Gauranga.
Gauranga.
Nityananda.
Gauranga.
Nityananda.
Gauranga.
Nityananda.
Nityananda.
Gauranga.
Nityananda.
Gauranga.
Gauranga. Thank you, dear devotees. Thank you so much for participating in this.
Thank you, Mataji. Dandavat
Hare
pranam.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So now, before we start the class, I don't know if you all see the announcement on our group. Bhakti Sangha is now having the Bhakti Shastri in our group. So I just wanted to share this. So please, if you have missed this one, please go through this one. Like whoever wanted to do Bhakti Shastri from Bhakti Sangha, we can register. The new module is going to start, and we'll get a certificate by doing this. So this is with ISKCON Bhagavat Vidyalaya, Teeland, Florida, and our Bhakti Sangha together. And it's only weekends and Saturday and Sunday. Please do register if you would like to do Bhakti Shastri. Reading books is very, very important, as our Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj, everybody emphasizes on reading books. Reading just books and doing a course, it definitely matters. When you're doing course, you will be able to read it very nicely. So please register this course. Thank you. And we'll start the class here. Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to Bhakti Sangha. Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Haridas Varya Prabhu to enlighten us on the topic, special topic today. Happy Nityananda Trayodasi, Nityananda Patita-sarana-dam, the beloved and bestower of divine shelter to fallen souls. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for such a wonderful topic for today. Before I hand over the call, I would like to read Srila Prabhupada's quote. Just a minute, Prabhu. 21st February. Suicide is not justified. It is a violation of nature's law. Nature gives you a certain type of a body to live in it for certain days. And suicide means you go against the laws of nature. You untimely stop the duration of your life. Therefore, he becomes a criminal. Suicide is a criminal. Even in an ordinary state or laws, one cannot make suicide. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nityananda ki jai. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for joining and giving you a valuable time and association this morning and enlightening us on the topic of Lord Nityananda. I now hand over the call. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. First and foremost, I would like to pay my humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis and exalted devotees of Bhakti Sangha Japa group who are celebrating this great festival called Nityananda Trayodasi. Of course, it is a great festival because all the 3 days are a great festival. Comes Ekadashi, Dwadashi, which is Varaha Dwadashi, and finally it is Nityananda Trayodasi. So I consider that amidst the devotees who are Krishna conscious, merciful are those who celebrate a festival and give that mercy to other devotees. And amidst those festival attendees, the most merciful are those who bring others who are in the fringes of the festival, who are not taking part in the festival, but they drag them and bring them right in the center of full joy. So like this, Bhakti Sangha Japa group, they are doing this festival of Shravan Utsav on Nityananda Mahaprabhu. And I consider myself very fortunate to be falling in the net of their catch. And I thank Priti Vilasini Mataji, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, and everybody else for organizing so wonderfully back-to-back sessions and enabling us to dive deeper into Chaitanya Katha. Of course, before we start, the topic that is presented to me is very, very deep. And to know about Nityananda Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, is very difficult because he is an Avadut. And he is an Avadut Shiromani of all the Avadutas. So before I even attempt to begin, I am very unqualified. And I say it with all honesty, very, very unqualified. So I request all of you to bestow your mercy and must bestow your Ashirvachan so that I can speak something in glorification of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. And of course, I would like to beg, repeatedly beg, divine blessings from our Acharyas, from my Guru Maharaj, and all the assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, so that I can attempt to describe something which is suitable and nourishable and relishable for the devotees assembled today. With that, let us start with Mangalacharan. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapatakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sargana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sargana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Taptakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanasute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Nidanamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yet Kripatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hari Om Tatsat Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Nityananda Avatatetu Vasudha Pranavallabha Janavi Jivitapati Krishna Prema Prada Prabhu Padmavati Sruta Priman Sachinandana Purvaja Bhavonmata Jagatrata Rakta Gaura Kalevara. So I welcome each and everyone once again to this auspicious occasion of Varaha Dvadashi, where we discuss about the upcoming festival called Nityananda Trayodashi. In Bhakti, every day is a festival. And it is very evident that we see in Bhakti that every day is a festival. For example, on the third day, we celebrate Akshaya Tritiya. On the fourth day, we celebrate Naraka Chaturdashi, Diwali, etc. On the fifth day, we celebrate Vasant Panchami. On the sixth day, we celebrate Odana Shashti. On the seventh day, we celebrate Janu Saptami. On the eighth day, our beloved Lord Krishna Janmashtami. On the ninth day, Sri Rama Navami. On the 10th day, we celebrate Vijaya Dashami. On the 11th, Ekadashi. 12th, Dwadashi, which is Varaha Dwadashi today. 13th, Nityananda Trayodashi. 14th is Narsingha Chaturdashi. So like this, we have then Sharat Purnima, many others. So like this, every day is a festival. So one might think that if every day is a festival, what is that we have to glorify? We have to glorify about the eminent personalities who have appeared on those days. So Varahadev, he appeared today. And I'm starting with Varaha Dwadashi because it's the day today. So we should glorify two words about Varahadev as well. At least where I stayed here, it is Varaha Dwadashi, and moving on to Nityananda Prabhu. So Varahadev, he appeared from the nostrils of Brahma to protect Mother Earth. Mother Earth had sunk into Garbhodaka ocean because of the atrocities of Hiranyaksha. And Hiranyaksha, he displaced Mother Earth from the orbit, and it had fallen down and sunken itself into Garbhodaka ocean. So Lord appeared as Varahadev to retrieve Mother Earth from its fallen position. And with the help of his tuskers and by his gurgling sound, which was happening because he was taking a snorkel inside the Garbhodaka ocean, and with his tusks, he was picking up Mother Earth, and he was traveling at a great speed. And while his tusks were holding Mother Earth, and the current of the waves of the ocean, which is below the waves of the ocean on the top, that is the inner current, were very strong, and it was moving the hair of Varahadev while Mother Earth was holding on to the tuskers because of the constant speed and velocity with which Varahadev was coming onto the surface. And during these times, Varahadev would gurgle and he will breathe out, and some bubbles would come out of his nostrils. And these nostrils, when the bubbles used to come out, in Varaha Purana, it is mentioned that Mother Earth recounts or remembers this incident and says that the gurgling sound of Varaha was like the chanting of the Vedic hymns. And in this way, when Varahadev breached the surface and he came above and protected Mother Earth was very happy. As a wife, she was very happy to be protected by her husband. However, this is the glory of Varahadev. But who would really protect the living entities who are inside that Mother Earth, who are still fallen and who are eternally fallen, and they need to be elevated, and they need to be not only risen up from the ocean, they have to be crossed from the material ocean to the spiritual ocean. And for that, we need to look at the personality called as Nityananda Mahaprabhu. So I believe, it is my speculation, please pardon me if this is wrong in any Shastric way, that it is a very nice way to appreciate the presence of Nityananda Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Lord Nityananda, that while Varahadev protected Mother Earth, of course, he protected all the living entities also by giving the boon. But Nityananda Prabhu especially jumped into that earth and came at Ekachakra and ensured that everybody is again flooded and drowning. Not this time with Mother Earth, but drowning in the nectar called as Krishna Prem. And he is here to protect us and take us out as the greatest munificent avatar of Nityananda Prabhu. And he is here to take us out of the material world, material ocean, and place us near Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it is a great fortune for us to discuss about these transcendental brothers, but especially today we will focus on Nityananda Prabhu. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, in the Adi Leela, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he mentions in a very beautiful verse in Adi Leela, chapter number 7, and in chapter 7, verse number 23, you can see it in front of your screen. And here he mentions how these two brothers act. And this is a very famous verse, and it is repeatedly quoted. It is said, Patra apatra vichara nahi, nahi sthana asthana. Yei yanha panaya tanha kare prema dhana. It is said, Patra apatra. These two brothers want to distribute the love of Godhead. And at that time, they are thinking whom to give and whom not to give. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, they did not have this condition at all. While they were distributing love of Godhead, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or his associates, they never considered Patra Apatra, who is fit to receive Krishna Prem as a candidate and who was not. They never considered such a qualification. Okay, did they see an auspicious place where they would give this Krishna Prem? Nahi sthana asthana. They did not do this distribution according to a particular place. They chose any place, anywhere, whether the person is fit or unfit. What did they do? They kept no conditions. Yehi yanha paya tana kare prema dana. The members of the Panchatattva, wherever they found devotees, whether they are fit or unfit, whether the place is fit or unfit, they gave Krishna Prem. So this is mentioned by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. And it is mentioned that these two brothers were behaving in this way, that anybody who comes in contact with them, they would give Krishna Prem. But today, my dear devotees, we are specifically looking at Nityananda Prabhu. So we have to make some distinction between the brothers also. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he has at many places written how Nityananda Prabhu is extremely merciful, sometimes more than even Gauranga Mahaprabhu. How? This we will see today. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came and exhibited his pastimes, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always maintained caution. Though in this verse we just saw in Adi Leela 7.23 that both the brothers distributed the love, but Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu still maintained a lot of caution while distributing the holy name and while distributing Krishna Prem. What is the caution? Because he was a sannyasi. And to maintain the sannyasa order and to maintain an exquisite, exemplary example, he used to always maintain caution. But Prabhuji, where can we see that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu denied giving mercy to somebody? Of course, we know Jagai Madai's story, but anywhere else? Yes, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami himself mentions in Chaitanya Charitamrita. He mentions that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after visiting all the pilgrimage places in South India, he came back to Jagannath Puri. And when he came back to Jagannath Puri, he was with his servant whose name was Kaliya Krishnadas. And we all know the story of how Kaliya Krishnadas, when he was in southern part of India, he went astray for some time behind certain women. And there was some irresponsible activities performed by Kaliya Krishnadas which put the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in jeopardy. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came back and told Nityananda Prabhu that, I do not offer shelter to offenders. I maintain sannyasa life and I ensure I give Krishna Prem to others, but I do not give shelter to offenders. It is not my nature to give shelter to offenders. This Kaliya Krishna Das, you know what he did? When we went to southern part of India, he became irresponsible. And he greatly disturbed my mission. And hence, I am not going to keep him with me. Now imagine if we are Kaliya Krishna Das and we are standing there and listening to this. The Supreme Personality of Godhead with the most munificent avatar is saying that I am not going to keep you with me. This is like a jolt in the heart. This is the only hope that we have. My dear devotees, I am not putting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in a lower pedestal. I am only trying to spotlight the Aseem Kripa, the wonderful mercy of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. At that time, Sri Nityananda Prabhu jumped in and said, don't worry, I will take him. I will engage him in the service. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, which service? He said, you have come to Jagannath Puri. Somebody has to send this message to Sachi Mata. And hence I will use Kaliya Krishna Das and I will use him in this way, in this service. And Kaliya Krishna Das was an eternal parshad of Nityananda Prabhu. And Kaliya Krishna Das was very happy. Now he was engaged in service, but with the proper guidance of the Guru Tattva Nityananda Prabhu. So we get a very great learning here. One, the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. What is the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu? His qualification of mercy is whomever Mahaprabhu is angry with, any devotee with whom Mahaprabhu is angry, he is the first person Nityai will take and keep it at his lotus feet. If Mahaprabhu is angry with the devotee, Nityananda Prabhu says he is the first qualified person. Let me keep him at my lotus feet. Nityananda Prabhu is like that. Nityananda Prabhu showed this extreme compassion towards Kaliya Krishna Das and he engaged him in this service. And seeing this quality, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very happy. So at times when Nityananda Prabhu used to come with his 12 Gopalas, that all his childhood friends in the Krishna Leela, all the 12 cowherd boys, they used to come from the east of India to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. At that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said to Nityananda, he gave an order, liberate Bengal right away. Because he knew the potential of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu was bestowing mercy to even offenders. So he said, you need to bestow this beautiful mercy to everybody in Bengal. Liberate Bengal. Bengal is under your custody. Liberate them right now. Then Nityananda Prabhu asked, why Bengal? He said, go to Radhadesh, Bengal. Because I am going south, I will take care of south. But he said, what about North India? He said, north and upper part of the India, don't worry, I have sent the Goswamis there. Vande Rupa Sanatano Raghu Yugo Shri Jiva Gopalako. All the 6 Goswamis, I will be sending them there. Do not worry, the northern part is taken care. I want somebody to go east. And Sri Nityananda Prabhu, I order you that you please go east and liberate Bengal. But Nityananda Prabhu said, I am feeling your separation. In fact, I traveled all the way, hid myself in Nandan Acharya's house, and I gave you the dream of Taladwaja with the like Jagannath Baldev. As Baldev, I gave you the dream and I have appeared And you sent people to search, and finally you came to Nandanacharya's house and found me and embraced me. And hence, I cannot stay without you, Mahaprabhu. I want to be always in association with you. So Gaurang Mahaprabhu said, do not worry, Nityananda Prabhu. Whenever you will think of me, I will appear there. Goura will be there wherever. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given this word to Nityananda Prabhu. Whenever Nityananda Prabhu will think of Goura, Goura will be present there. So where there is Nitai, undoubtedly there is Goura. So this is why the two transcendental brothers, Nitai and Goura, are very merciful. And they are the highest mercy that they provide us. So we saw how Nityananda Prabhu even provides mercy to those who are offenders. But we have to now see how or what is the pramana. Is there any pramana which says he is very merciful? Of course, there is. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, and you might be seeing in your screen right now, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, in his 5th chapter of Adi Leela, verse number 208, he mentions this sloka. What is the sloka that he mentions? He says, Preme matta Nityananda Kripa avatara Uttama adhama kichu nakare vichara. Preme matta Nityananda. How is Nityananda Prabhu? He is preme matta. In ecstatic love, he is intoxicated. He is maddened by love of Godhead. And who is he? He is a Kripa avatara. He is an incarnation of mercy. But how do you know that he actually bestows mercy even to those who are fallen? Uttama adhama kichu na kare vichara. He does not distinguish between the good and bad. If you have the distinguishing power between good and bad, then only you will think, oh, I should give it to this person, I should not give it to this person. Nityananda Prabhu does not have that filter, my dear devotees. He does not have the filter. Nitai does not have the filter of who is good and bad. Na kare vichara. That vichar never comes in his mind. He just gives. So what does he give? He gives the supreme mercy of love of Godhead. But what is the highest distribution? Is it Krishna Prem? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is already giving it. No, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving Krishna Prem, but again, being in sannyasa order, looking at who is not an offender, he gives it selectively. Though it is said by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he gives it to all, but still he gives it selectively because of certain conditions. But here, there is no external formality. There is no good, there is no bad, there is no filter. And Nityananda Prabhu always gives. And here he is saying he is always intoxicated. Can anyone tell me what is he intoxicated with? Because he is intoxicated by ecstatic love. It is given. So can somebody tell me what is he intoxicated with? The answer is here. But can somebody give?
Love of Krishna.
Love of Krishna. Mataji says, anybody else? What is this love here? Ecstatic love. Anybody else? This is a golden chance. If we give the wrong answer, Nityananda Prabhu will give mercy. Because there is no good, there is no bad.
Kripa avatar.
Kripa avatar. Okay. Now see, everybody has to be enticed a little bit for Gauranga Nitai's mercy. Mercy potency. Okay. Yes, Lalitangi Mataji got it right. He is ecstatic with Gaura Prem. Of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is completely intoxicated with Krishna Prem in the highest mood. And who is intoxicated with Gauranga Mahaprabhu in that mood? Nityananda Prabhu. So Nityananda Prabhu is distributing, of course, love of Godhead, but in the highest mood of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Bolo Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. So Nityananda Prabhu is distributing Gaura unlimited in the intoxicated mood of devotion. And he mentions it to everyone. Whoever is an offender, he first says, surrender unto Gaura. Fall at his lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Deva. Fall at the feet of Nimai Vishwambar. Everything will be solved. Get saved. Why? Why does he say so? Because people who are offenders, they lack in faith. When they lack faith, they do offense. Or when they do not have complete knowledge, they do offense. So lack of faith, lack of understanding leads to offense onto the feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So how does Nityananda Prabhu give mercy? Kripa Avatara. How is he Kripa Avatara? He gives us faith. Shraddha matra loi den. Shraddha matra loi den. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Surabhi kunjete name hat khuleche. Khoda nitai, khoda nitai. In the marketplace, where it is open for the holy name, the only thing that is required is faith. And that is the currency. And who is the sweeper of that marketplace? Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And what is he sweeping? Mercy. He's sweeping, he's collecting dust of mercy. And that mercy is coming by paying of what? Currency of Shraddha. And that Shraddha is not there. Who gives that Shraddha? Khoda nitai, khoda nitai. If there is no faith, then Sri Nityananda Prabhu gives faith even to the faithless. And when he gives faith even to the faithless, then everybody gets the Krishna Prem. Everybody gets Gaura Prem. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spreads Krishna consciousness everywhere. Nityananda Prabhu permeates through the entire 14 worlds Gaura consciousness, which has Krishna consciousness in it, which is because Krishna and Gaura are non-different. But Prabhuji, how do you say this? Whereas Nityananda Prabhu is very exemplarily or very clearly, distinctly, where is he spreading this Krishna consciousness? Or where is he spreading this Gaura consciousness? This is in the kirtans that we sing. Bhaja Gauranga, Kaha Gauranga, Laha Gaurangera Namare, Ye Jana Gauranga Bhaje, Say Hamar Pranare. Bhaja Gauranga, please chant about Gauranga. Kaha Gauranga, please talk about Gauranga. Laha Gauranga Namre, please keep on taking the names of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And those people, those devotees, those individuals who are taking the name of Gauranga, say Hamar Pranare, they are my life and soul. So this is Nityananda Prabhu dissipating the pure love of Gaura in the highest mood of Krishna Prem. So hence he is undoubtedly known as the greatest or the highest distributor of Gaura Prem. If somebody asks who is he is Nitai, Nityananda Prabhu. And of course, he is Patita-sarana-dam. He gives bestower of the divine shelter to everybody who is fallen in this world. But Prabhuji, still I have some doubt. How has he bestowed indispensable mercy? Do we have examples? Yes, we have examples. The first example, we like to quote 3 examples of 3 devotees who have got this indispensable mercy. In fact, 4. 4 devotees who have got indispensable mercy by Nityananda Prabhu. First, we like to speak about Raghunath Das Goswami. Raghunath Das Goswami, we all know the pastime of Panihati Chiddadahi, the punishment festival. What was the punishment? The punishment was that he should feed all the devotees with chipped rice, yogurt, milk, bananas by the river Ganges. But that was not the real punishment. Because Raghunath Das Goswami was every time trying to run away from his family. He was such a rich father's son. And he wanted to run away from material opulence. He wanted to run away from everything. He found that these richness, this opulence, this material prosperity was actually a curse. So every time he used to run, his 12 bodyguards used to catch him and bring him back to his house. And Raghunath Das Goswami will be very despondent. And he will cry. And he will think, when will I get Gaura's mercy? Until one day he heard Nityananda Prabhu has come to town. So he went to his father and asked, Father, Nityananda Prabhu has come. Can I go? This was the first time he was not taking Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was saying, Nityananda Prabhu has come. So Nityananda Prabhu has come. So he went. And Nityananda Prabhu saw him and he called him. And he kept his lotus feet on his head and said, I am going to punish you today because you are trying to avoid me. Nobody can get Gaura without me, Acharyas say. And he kept his foot on top of his head. And he said, today you will get relief. And this is the punishment, but you will get relief. What is the relief? You will get away from all the material opulences. And that was true. After Panihati Chiddadahi incident, it is said that Raghunath Das Goswami used to live in a palatial house, which used to have 3 zones. There used to be a first zone, there used to be a second zone, there used to be a third zone. In fact, I do remember in olden times, people used to have agraharam houses. Agraharam houses means used to be long palatial houses where it used to be divided by zones. And as you move, it used to be lengthier. The house used to be long. So as you travel across the house, there will be a small open place where the sunlight would fall. And after that, the third part of the zone or the third part of the house will start. So Raghunath Das Goswami used to stay in such a house in 3 zones. But why are these houses divided in zones? The first zone is where common people live. The servants, other people like guests who come, they all come in the first part of the zone. They don't have entry into the inner cottages or inner rooms of the house. The second zone is the place where the masters live, the men live. And the third zone is where the women, the wives, the children, they all live in the third zone from a protection perspective. And it is said that after Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, Raghunath Das Goswami never entered into the third zone. That means he used to always live in the first zone, never entered even the second zone, thinking that he is the master of the house. This is the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. There is no attachment. Lust is gone outside the heart. Lust is thrown away from the heart. All material opulences are thrown away. And Raghunath Das Goswami used to always worship and think about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Raghunath Das Goswami then was successful in running away from the house because of the blessings during the Chiddadahi Panihati festival. In fact, in his book, in his compilation, one of the compilation is Mukta Charitam by Raghunath Das Goswami. In that he mentions Nama Sreshtam Manum Api Sachi Putram Atra Swarupam Rupam Tasya Grajam Uru Purum Mathurim Goshtavatim. Nama Sreshtam Manum Api. He says, I would like to pay my Dandavat pranams to my Guru, by whose causeless mercy I have attained what? Nama Sreshtam Manum Api. I have attained the greatest the greatest blessing of the holy name and the divine holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. But not only I got Nama Sreshtam, what have I got? Api Sachi Putram Atra Swarupam. Sachi Putram, I have got the service to our great savior, Sachi Nandana, the son of Sachi. Sachi putram atra swarupam. Rupam tasya gajam uru. How is he? He is like a golden mountain. He's like a golden mountain. Purim mathurim gostavatim. He's like a golden mountain standing, and it is showing direction how to go to Krishna Leela and how to get service unto all the gopis. As a great mountain, he is standing as a marked mountain. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sachinandan, he is actually showing how to lead towards Krishna Leela. But at the same time, Purim Mathurim Goshtavatim, I got the association of his intimate associates also. And who are his associates? Swarup Damodar. Srila Swarup Damodar's service I got. And then what else did you get? Raghunath Das Goswami is writing in Mukta Charitam, Radha Kundam Girivaram, Aho Radhika Mahadvasam, Prapto Yasya Prahiti Kripaya, Shri Gurum Tam Natosmi. I again bow down to my Guru. Because of him, I got what? I got Shri Radha Kundam Girivaram. Radha Kunda and Girivaram. I got Shri Radha Kund and I got Govardhan's place. I got a place near Sri Govardhan Hill. Aho Radhika Mahadvasam. I got acquainted with all the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like Rupa Goswami, like Sanatana Goswami. And I have been given the divine abode of Mathura, Vrindavan, Radhakund, Govardhan. And I have given the hope and aspiration that one day I will be welcomed into the services of Radha Madhav. And hence, I will be sitting there, singing their glories. I will be chanting their glories. But how will I get this? I have got this because Nityananda Prabhu has given me this mercy. Raghunath Das Goswami has got the mercy. And this is the example of how Nityananda Prabhu bestowed his mercy on Raghunath Das Goswami. So with Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, we get all the other things. Of course, we get Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. With Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in the intoxicated mood, we get Krishna Prem. With Krishna Prem, we get the divine residence at Radha Kund and Girivaram. With that, we get the service to the divine couple. So this is the secret. And he is the benevolent bestower. Okay, Prabhuji, one example over. Who is the other example? Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. He is the second example of the bestower of Nityananda Prabhu's mercy. But how do you say so? I don't need to say, my dear devotees. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami himself says, whom best to hear from other than Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami himself? If you look at this verse, 5.177 in Adi Leela, he first chastises Ramdas, his brother, because his brother has some doubt on both the brothers, Nitai and Goura. He accepts Gauranga Mahaprabhu, but he doesn't accept Nityananda Prabhu. So, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami chastised his brother and says, Kimva dona namanina haota pashanda ekamani are namani ei mata bhanda. He said, it is better to be a hypocrite. Don't be a hypocrite, be an atheist. Being an atheist is better, but don't be a hypocrite. Because atheist, you will not accept both the brothers. But if you are a hypocrite, you will confuse other devotees also. So do not believe in one and don't believe in the other. Don't be like this. Like this, he's chastised. It would be better to be an atheist by slighting both brothers, but don't be a hypocrite by believing in one and slighting the other. That means putting down the other or cursing the other. Eke mani are na mani. Don't do this. Like this, he chastised. And what came out of this chastisement? In that very night, Nityananda Prabhu gave darshan. And Nityananda Prabhu gave beautiful darshan to Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. And what is the darshan he gave? And after giving that darshan, you can see in this verse, What did Nityananda Prabhu say in that darshan? Beautiful Ajanu Bahu, beautiful silken cloth, bluish cloth, and he was tied up, everything. And after that, he gave this darshan and said to Krishnadas, Are, Are, Krishnadasa, Nakaraha Bhaya, Vrindavane Yaha, Tanha Sarva Labhyahaya. Who is giving Vrindavan? Who is giving Radha Krishna? Who is giving the residence? Nityananda Prabhu saying, Are, Are, Krishnadasa, oh my dear Krishnadasa, na karaha bhaya. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid that you have committed any sins towards me. Vrindavane yaha. Go to Vrindavan. There you will attain all things. So who is giving the permission? Who is showing the way? It is Nityananda Prabhu. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, what did I get by going to Vrindavan? I met the deities, Govind, Gopinath, Madan Mohan. I got the extreme devotional association of the Goswamis. In fact, I got the association of all the Vaishnavas who are alive and all the Vaishnavas who have passed away. I got the association of Rupa Goswami. I got the association of Raghunath Das Goswami, who never leaves the Radhakund bank. And due to their association, I got to know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu even more. And due to their association, I got to know the service to the intimate Vaishnavas. And by their association, I got blessed to write Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. And he says in his first chapter, at the end of the first chapter, he says in the 110th verse, Shri Rapwa Raghunatha Pade Yara Asa Chaitanya Charitamrita Kahe Krishnadasa. Whose mercy I got by, because Nityananda Prabhu told me, go to Vrindavan. And by staying with Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, I got a chance, always desiring in their mercy, living in their mercy. I, Krishnadas, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. This is Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. He is the second wonderful receptor of Nityananda Prabhu's mercy. In fact, we have to analyze this a little bit more. We see that Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he was an excellent narrator of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes. He used to give newer meanings to Srimad Bhagavatam, and he used to bring new light to the shlokas that everybody, including the Goswamis, they were very happy with Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. So Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, Rupa Goswami's mercy, Sanatana Goswami's mercy, and Raghunath Das Goswami's mercy, due to all this mercy, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami was a very exalted soul. And he was so exalted that he wrote Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, which we are all reading. However, when the final pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had to be written, he went to Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami. And he went to Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami and said, can you narrate it to me? Because Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami had witnessed the final pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And hence he took it all in. He shared his notes and he took it all in. He wrote it. But when he wrote it, he said, look, I have written it, but I think that somebody has written it even better. And everybody is like, who has written it better? The real Vyasdev of Chaitanya Charitamrita. The real Vyasdev of Chaitanya Leela. Who is the real Vyasdev? The fourth personality, the third personality, Vrindavan Das Thakur. In his Chaitanya Bhagavat, he has written very wonderfully. He has written so nicely about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes that it is mentioned in Chaitanya Bhagavat. In fact, Bhaktivinoda Thakur mentions, Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata Grantha Shuddha Bhakti Mata Kohe Sada Sri Bhakti Vinoda. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur writes, Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Grantha Shuddha Bhakti Mata. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says this is Shuddha Bhakti Grantha. That means Shuddha Bhakti. It gives pure devotional service, or it's a treatise on exclusive pure devotion. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata Grantha Shuddha Bhakti Mata Kohe Sada Sri Bhakti Vinoda. Nirantara Patha Phale Kubuddhi Yaibe Chale Krishna Preme Labi Hai Pramoda. What happens if you keep on reading it? Nirantara Patha Phale. If somebody keeps on reading Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, which my dear devotees, Bhakti Sangha Japa group is doing a great merciful act by having everyday session of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. And we are all fortunate to hear the Pravaha of Chaitanya Bhagavat. And here, Vrindavan Das Thakur's Chaitanya Bhagavat, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is saying, Nirantara Patha Phale Kubuddhi Yaibe Chale. It is like the Ganges, which is flowing from above to below and nothing. There is no misconception. There is no ill fortune. There is no unfortunate incidences. There is no unfortunate influence. Nothing can stand its way, because this is like flowing like Ganges. The Chaitanya Bhagavat is flowing like Ganges. And by regularly reading Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, what does one get? Krishna preme labhi hai pramoda. One gets Krishna prem. One will obtain the joy of Krishna prem. So this Chaitanya Bhagavat was written by Vrindavan Das Thakur. And he is considered as one of the Vyasas of Chaitanya Leela. It is said that Chaitanya Bhagavat, written by Vrindavan Das Thakur, how did he get the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu? Because he is one of the direct last disciple of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. And Vrindavan Das Thakur has got this exclusive mercy. It is mentioned in one of the shlokas in Chaitanya Bhagavat, Eta pashara oe papi ninda kare, tabe lathi maron taira sirira upare. Vrindavan Das Thakur gets very mad at people who are not worshipping Nityananda Prabhu. Vrindavan Das Thakur says, Eta pashara oe papi ninda kare. If there is anybody who does offense against Nityananda Prabhu, I'm going to take a big stick and hit it on their head. Tabe lathi maro taira sirira upare. I'm going to take a stick and hit it on the head. And my wonderful wish is that I get that hit every day, every minute. Why? Because he says, all the acharyas mention that Vrindavan Das Thakur is giving even more mercy. Because the minute we are becoming an offender and the Vaishnava has blessed by his stick, by hitting it on our head, we have become an offender, we have got the punishment. Now there is nowhere to go. Then we have got special spotlights of attraction towards Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu now sees he is an unfavorable person. He is new right now. He has committed an offense. Let me take him under my shelter. So Vrindavan Das Thakur, being a direct disciple of Nityananda Prabhu, he is giving this beautiful wish. He is giving this beautiful way by which we can reach Nityananda Prabhu. And who is the fourth personality who got the greatest mercy of Nityananda Prabhu? He is Narottam Das Thakur. Narottam Das Thakur, he got this greatest of mercies. In fact, he has written the beautiful song which we all sing, which is Nitai Pada Kamala. In Nitai Pada Kamala, he mentions very clearly, in the verse 3, he mentions, Ahankare matta hoiya, Nitai Pada Pashariya, Asatyera satye kori mani, Asatyera satye kori mani. Ahankare matta hoiya. I was maddened after false prestige and identification with the body. This is our condition. Narottam Das Thakur in all humility is saying this. His condition was not like that. He was an exalted soul. But we can relate to such kirtan because our condition, at least my condition, is like that. Being maddened after false prestige and identification with the body, one is thinking, oh, what is Nityananda? What can he do for me? He cannot do anything for me. I don't care. Because this is our false prestige. And the result of this false prestige is anything that is false, we think that is truth. Asatyera satya kori mani. And we are in completely in illusion. Nitai karuna habe, braje Radha Krishna pabe, Daro nitai charana dukhani. Dharo nitai charana dukhani. In such a false prestige condition, if you want to approach Radha and Krishna, you are not qualified. So what you should do? You should get the mercy of Nityananda. Because when Nityananda is merciful, even though we have this false prestige of who is he, but if he is merciful towards us, we will get Radha and Krishna. So dharo, he doesn't say hold, he says grasp. Dharo nitai charana dukhani. Please grasp. Don't grasp him loosely. Grasp itself is a strong word, but grasp firmly. Dharo nitai charana dukhani. Nitai charana satya, tahara sevaka nitya, nitai pada sada kuruvasha, nitai pada sada kuruvasha. I was in the false prestige. I was thinking that whatever is false is truth. And now I was under illusion. But the minute Nitayara Charana Satya, the only truth I get to know, that is Nitay's Charan. The lotus feet of Nityananda are not illusion. They are a fact. Tahara Sevaka Nitya. And one who engages in the transcendental loving service of Nityananda, he is also transcendental. Nitai Pada Sada Karo Asha. Please, 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 please always try to catch the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. Narottama bhoro dukhi, nitai more koro sukhi, rakho ranga chara nirapasha, rakho ranga chara nirapasha. Because I get to know this truth only when I am close to your lotus feet. Narottam Das is extremely unhappy. Nitai, Moro Karo Sukhi. Only Nitai, you can make me happy. You can make me happy. So please, please keep me with your lotus feet. Close to me, close to my lotus feet. Why? Why should we keep him close to my lotus feet? Because Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami again says very beautifully in his Chaitanya Charitamrita, Ye aage padaye tare karaye nistara, ateva nistarela mohene durachara. Because he delivers all those who fall down before him. The minute we grab Sri Nitai's feet, he immediately delivers us. Because therefore he has delivered such a sinful and fallen person just like me. So this is coming in the past time. In fact, we see Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami also has the same sentiment. He says, Jagai madai haite muni se papishta, puri shera kita haite muni se lagishta. He's saying, I am more sinful than Jagai Matai. Narottam Das Thakur is saying, I am extremely unhappy and I am fallen into an illusion. I am the most unfortunate. And here Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, I am lower than the worms in the stool. This is their extreme humility. It breaks our heart when such great personalities speak so. But they have hidden the secret after these verses. Anyone who hears my name loses the results of pious activities. Anyone who utters my name becomes sinful. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami saying, my false prestige. He's trying to break his false prestige by saying such words. And Emana Nirghana More Kripa Kare, Eka Nityananda Vinu, Jagat Abhitare. And there is only one person. Who in this world but Nityananda could show his mercy to such an abominable person like me? He is cutting his false prestige above. Same Narottam Das Thakur is saying in verse number 3 and verse number 4, Nitai Pada Kamala Koti Chandra Sushistala, that our only hope is the lotus feet of Nitai. Why? Because 209, he says, he delivers all those who fall down before him Therefore, he has delivered such a sinful and fallen person like me. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Vrindavan Das Thakur, Raghunath Das Goswami, and Narottam Das Thakur. We just saw 4 examples. Of course, there are many. Kaliya Krishnadas, we saw 5 examples. In Jagai Madai also we see the examples. So this is the greatest bestower of mercy. He is Patita-sarana-dam. Patita, one who has fallen down, he gives shelter to those devotees. And he is the benevolent bestower of divine shelter to all these fallen souls. So how do we get his mercy? How do we capture his mercy? Yes, we can capture his lotus feet. We can hold on to the deity's lotus feet and beg for his mercy. But is there any other way by which we can easily attract his mercy? Yes, there is a way. And Nityananda Prabhu gives that way. What is the way? Nityananda Prabhu says that very nicely. In the material world, if you have a wealth, if you keep giving the wealth away, your wealth reduces. But here the real wealth is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's love. Love towards Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is there in everybody's heart because we are connected to Srila Prabhupada's movement. He has instilled Sri Chaitanya Gaur Nitai in every nook and corner of the world, and love towards Gauranga is there in everybody's heart. This is the real wealth in our heart. And Nityananda Prabhu says, don't come to me with this wealth and say, give me mercy. If you come with this wealth and fall down at my feet and say, give me mercy, I will tell you, first go and distribute this wealth to everyone, then you will get mercy. When we distribute the mercy of the wealth of Gauranga Mahaprabhu to everyone, Nityananda Prabhu bestows everything. Ek baar deke chakshe jal, ek baar deke chakshe jal. Gaur bole nitai den sakala sambal. The real wealth is mercy of Mahaprabhu, and it increases when we distribute. So this question always arises. Who broke the dam of love of Godhead? Was it Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or was it Nityananda Prabhu? The question always arises, who broke the dam? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has broken the parampara of exclusivity of Krishna Prem, and he is ready to give it to everyone. But there was a dam of this ocean. Abhadda Karuna Sindhu Nitai Katiya Muhan Ghare Ghare Bhule Premadhan. So Abhadda, this Karuna Sindhu, this ocean of mercy, this ocean of love of Godhead, it is dense and it is deep and it has a lot of water, a lot of nectar. But there is a dam which is stopping it from flowing down to everybody's house. But this dam was broken by Nityananda Prabhu. But what was the dam? Who constructed that dam? Acharya said, time is the dam. The time was not yet to break open the dam. In Krishna Leela, this dam was there. It was not broken open. But when Chaitanya Leela came, Nandan Acharya's house, he came, he embraced. Then the Sankirtan movement, it inundated the whole world. Why do we say it is a dam? Because when the dam broke, the whole water started gushing. It was a flood. And when it is a flood, you cannot stop it at your doorstep. When it is a flood which is coming from upper valleys of the dam, when it is flowing by like a tsunami, it will just gush through your door. The hidden meaning is Nityananda Prabhu is carrying that love of Godhead along with Haridas Thakur, and he is knocking at each door. Ghare ghare bhule prema. And he's saying, like a flood, these channels, he made the channels, he made the ways for that flood to flow. And he is knocking on your door and saying, take Krishna Prem, take Krishna Prem. So the flood can flow anywhere where the natural course can flow. But who is making those channels of flood to flow at our doorstep? It is Nityananda Prabhu. And what is making those channels of flood come into our internet screen and we get to hear Chaitanya Bhagavat every day? And this is what Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is saying, Kare love prema pramoda. we are inundated in that love of Godhead, which is Chaitanya Bhagavat, and that is enabled by Bhakti Sangha Japa group. And what is this nectar? Unnat Ojjvala Rasam Swabhaktim Sriyam. This is the nectar of Gauranga Mahaprabhu's love towards Radha and Krishna. So in this way, the dam is going to again break open tomorrow, and we are again going to drown in the nectar of the supreme mood of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. But we can only pray, we can only beg that Nityananda Prabhu showers this mercy on repeated offenders like Haridas Varya, and he can shower at least a drop of mercy so that our chanting, our hearing, our association increases in the coming year. And when we stand before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu daily in front of our altars, we fold our hands and we say, Nityananda Prabhu, please be merciful unto me. Please shower your nectar. Please shower your mercy. I am a repeated offender. So let us have a very wonderful Nityananda Trayodashi festival. So I wish you all the participants of Nityananda Trayodashi and all the participants of Bhakti Sangha Japa group a very happy Nityananda Trayodashi, and wish you all the best for the upcoming year. Thank you very much. Yadatra skalitam kinchit vidhvam satpurayantu tat yadatra saushtubam kinchit tad guror eva menahi. If there are any mistakes, wrong statements, facts, speculations, feedbacks, please correct them. You are all senior to me, and please correct those mistakes. You are all Panditas. However, if you found anything nice, all glories go to Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Narottam Das Thakur, Raghunath Das Goswami, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada, and all the Shiksha Gurus and Diksha Gurus, and everybody who has narrated, repeatedly written so many wonderful things about Nityananda Prabhu. It does not go to me. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. If there are any questions, comments, we can discuss. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. What a beautiful class, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for such a beautiful, beautiful class with many pastimes, explaining us how Lord Nityananda is very, very merciful. In the material world, we feel like we have to be greater and greater, then only our value is there. But in the spiritual world, in ISKCON, we feel like, oh, I should be most fallen, then I can get more mercy. And as you said that you're going to say wrong answer, you'll get more mercy. Luckily, I said the wrong answer. Hopefully, Nityananda is going to give me lot of mercy.
Yeah.
He knows that I'm such a fool. I don't know the answer. Thank you, Prabhu. What a beautiful class. Today morning only Maharaj gave class and he was telling Nitai Pada Kamala is a beautiful bhajan. You have to sing it every day. And coincidentally, you also have summarized a song very nicely, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. For you, it is tomorrow. For us, it's today. Please pray for us.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay.
That we chant today a lot and, get the blessings of Lord Nityananda.
Jai. Jai. Very wonderful.
And we have raised hands, Prabhuji. Sukaka Krishna Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Vinita Gandhar Mataji, for allowing me
Hare
to
Krishna.
talk. Prabhu Haridas Varya touched the heart. Tomorrow is Nityananda Trayodashi for us. Today is there. So if you allow me, can I just Nitai one small song can I sing if you allow me?
Sure, Prabhuji.
You
Please go
sing.
ahead.
Bhaja Gauranga, Kaha Gauranga, Laha Gaurange Naam Re, Je Jana Gauranga Bhaje, Seho Nitair Pran Re, Gauranga Bolia, Dubahu Tulia, Nachia Beda Gauranga Bhajile, Gauranga Japile, Hoy Dukher Abasan Re, Bhaja Gauranga, Kaha Gauranga, Gaurange Naam Re. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hare Hare Bol.
Thank you so
Haridas
much.
Varya Prabhu ki jai ho.
Thank you, Prabhu, for wonderful singing. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. Yes.
Thank you for it.
Thank you.
Deepika
Wonderful singing.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Nityananda Prabhu.
Thank you so much. On this special day, auspicious day of Nityananda Triyodashi, you came and you enlightened us with his Patita-sarana-dam thing that, he bestows mercy on the most Patita. Prabhu, I just have one question, if you don't mind. Can you please share the verse that you were referring from Mukta Charita?
Yes, I can share it here on the chat. 1 second.
So is it from Mukta Charita, right? By
It's
Raghunath
from
Das?
Mukta Charita. Yes.
No
I can
worries,
send it
Prabhu.
on.
Yeah,
I
you
can
send it
yeah.
to me or to Vinita Mataji or whosoever.
Sure.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. It was really very, very wonderful session. Thank you. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Thank you, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu, it was so beautiful. I feel like you should not stop. We should continuously hear about Lord Nityananda.
You have the book, Mataji. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Keep reading.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes. You inspired me to touch today Chaitanya Charitamrita again and read from this. Hare Krishna. Is there any chapter that you recommend for today, Prabhu? Especially?
There is a special chapter. This 5th chapter, the glories of Lord Nityananda as Balram. This chapter is very wonderful. One can read this. Chapter 5, Adi Lila, the glories of Lord Nityananda Balrama. It's a very nice chapter.
Sure, Prabhu, definitely. I will read it. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Prahalad Ananda Prabhu. Kitita Mataji, you unmuted again. Is there anything?
No. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry.
Prahalad Anand Prabhu.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam, and then Pranam to Haridas Prabhuji. Always nectarian. Always enjoy. And the slok which reminds me is Naivot Dvije Par Duratyaya Vaitaranya Swadvirya Gayan Mahamruta Magnachit. So today you have drowned us into Mahamruta Magnachit. So it was so beautiful, Prabhuji. And I look forward to hearing you as often as we can. Thank you very much to Mataji who arranged this really wonderful session every day. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu, for your kind words. I would like to specifically, I told Preeti Vilasni Mataji also, I would like to specifically thank Induleka Karuna Mataji, who made such a nice poster. It was very attractive for today's Bhakti Sangha poster. I think my photo was the bad thing on the poster, but otherwise Nityananda Prabhu was looking so nice, so I took inspiration from there. Thank you, Mataji, Induleka Mataji, for such a nice poster service. You have nice skills. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
May I ask one question to Vinita Mataji, Prabhu?
Yes,
I saw that
please,
advertisement for Bhakti Sastri at Dillon, Florida. I have a question on that. When I went to that website, it said the course started in October 23. So is this a new starting or it's continuing? That's what my question. I did a course at one site, Florida, last year.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, we actually finished the first module. It's all Shastri, but because it's a rolling model, that means after every module, devotees can register. So we are done with the first module. Now we are in the second module of Bhagavad Gita, and devotees can register from there. And once everything is completed, they can come back and finish the first module. So that's how it's a rolling model.
Which was the first one, Mataji?
First one we did Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1 to chapter 6 is completed. Now from second module is chapter 7 to chapter 12.
I see. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'll register. No problem. Thank you for that information.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prahaladanand Prabhu. Thank you so much. Yeah, Vrinda Gopika Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Ananta Koti Dandavat Pranam. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji, thank you very much, first of all, taking in Ekachakradam. Can I add one sentence with your permission?
Sure, Mataji, please go ahead.
Prabhuji, I hear from H.H. Pataka Maharaj, H.H. Radhanath Maharaj, and H.H. Chidanandan Maharaj in Ekachakradam that Lord Balram ji is digging the anartha from our heart. जो उनका हल है तो उससे हमारे अंदर जो अनर्था है वो निकलेंगे तो श्रीमती श्री राधा रानी लॉर्ड कृष्णा श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु will sit. So we have to pray and we have to do japa when it's my experience, Prabhuji, when we do japa association with the senior Vaishnava and all Vaishnava, not saying senior junior, that effect is total different. और जो ब्रह्म मुहूर्त में हम minimum 11 to 12 year round or Saturday Sunday complete 16 round because little less responsibility. So that quality is Prabhuji totally different. But after that, Prabhuji, please forgive me. And one more request with the permission of Ajikitida Sundari Mataji, that can you please sing Nitai Goura Pada, Nitai Pada Kamala. Please, Prabhuji, please, my heartly desire.
I will just sing the first verse, Mataji, because the two verses we sang. So I'll just sing the first verse because you are asking.
Prabhuji, only 1 minute is enough.
Okay, fine. Because I would be an offender on the day when somebody is a benevolent bestower. We have to follow in the footsteps. And if there is no benevolence showcase, then I will be an offender. But I am in a conundrum because if I am an offender, I will attract His mercy. And if I am not offending, but then it is devotee's offense. But anyway, the only solution is Nityananda Prabhu's lotus feet. So let's sing his song. I'll just sing the 1 minute as Mataji had asked. Let me just share the screen as well so that it's easier. Okay, here it goes. Nitai pada kamala Koti Chandra Sushistala Jechaya Jagata Jura Jechaya Jagata Jura He no nitai bine bhai Radha Krishna paitena Drida kari dharo Nitair pai Drida kari dharo Nitair pai. The meaning is, the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda are a shelter where one will get soothing moonlight not only of one, but of millions of moons. If the world wants to have real peace, it should take shelter of Lord Nityananda. Unless one takes shelter under the shade of Lord's lotus feet of Nityananda, it will be very difficult for him to approach Radha Krishna. If one actually wants to enter into the dancing party of Radha Krishna, he must firmly catch hold of the lotus feet of Nityananda. I hope that is okay, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji, koti dandavat pranam. I forgot to inform that the जो बलराम जी है, शिष्य बलराम जी, वो उनका जो हल है, उससे हमारे अंदर के अनर्थ निकालते हैं, digging करते हैं.
Yes, so he uses the plow to dig all the anarthas. Yes, that's correct. Thank you for sharing, Mataji. And that is why His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, somebody mentioned, Revati Mataji mentioned in the chat, that he uses a stick to do the blessings.
Yes, we are so blessed, Prabhuji. Every year we get that stick in the kitchen.
Yes, because we get the stick, and like how Vrindavan Das Thakur is saying, I will Sirira Upare, I will give. This is the great followers of Nitai actually do the same activity, because his name is Nitai Kripa Pradayine, Gaura Kata Damadaya, Nagara Gramatarine. So he's Nitai Kripa, he's giving Nitai Kripa to everyone. We do not know whom we are surrounded with. And these devotees, these acharyas, these great personalities, they will take us back home, back to God. Yes, Srila Krishna Prabhu.
Actually, I just want to share one thing. somebody asked a
Yes.
question to Srila Prabhupada. Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, and Gaur Nitai and Krishna Balram. Who will go in touch? So Prabhupada said it will be Nitai, because Nitai is a common factor. He is Balram, he is the Adi Guru, and Baladev, again Adi Guru, and Nitai Goura, actually Goura is Krishna and Balram together, Krishna and Radharani together. But Nitai, so in all three common factors, Nitai is alone separately, flying as a Guru. That's why he said we should touch him only.
Very wonderful. Yes, that's true.
Thank you, Prabhu.
In fact, Srila Prabhupada once mentions to Dhananjay or Dharmajay, if I'm not wrong, he didn't want to do the business and he was a householder. So Srila Prabhupada mentioned to Dharmajay Prabhu, why don't you do some business and earn some money? He said, I'm not interested, but I want to go back to England or something like that, some country. He said, then Prabhupada said, take all these dolls from here, Nitai Gaur dolls, and sell it on the road and sell them as deities. And he said, why should I sell them as deities? He said, I go to each and every country, they have some souvenir. They sell some souvenir. But you can actually give these Nitai Gaur deities to everyone. And what this will enable is that to bring good luck. Tell them that this will bring good luck. Just give some water. Like lucky bamboo, you give some water, this will give good luck. Imagine, Prabhupada is actually saying, take these deities and go and give it to everyone in every street, every town, village. Today we are thinking, oh, deities, we should keep what is standard. Prabhupada said, take Nitai Gaur, because Nitai is there. Yes, Kirtida Mataji, please correct me if I'm wrong somewhere.
Very well.
Hare Krishna.
You're drowning all of us today.
No correction, Prabhuji. Just have a question. Maybe I missed. Yes. In the starting of the class, you were mentioning about the days. So what you mentioned about Pranipat and this Pratipat and Dvitiya? Because Tritiya, I know, Akshay Tritiya onwards you mentioned till 15. But what is for the first Pratipat and Dvitiya?
Dvitiya and Pratipat, I didn't say anything.
Oh, you didn't say anything.
I didn't say. Maybe 2 days. 2 days we can find one. We have Bhakti Sangha.
Oh, we should. And for Saptami, you said Janu Saptami, right?
Yes. Yes.
It's also Advaita Saptami?
Advaita Saptami, yes. So many, when we actually, and in fact, Shivratri also some Vaishnavas, Ratha Saptami at that time, Shivratri sometimes, so they celebrate.
So you didn't mention about the first.
I didn't mention first and second.
So now it's your homework to find it for all of us.
I'm saying it is Bhakti Sangha Japa group.
No, Prabhu. Lalitangi Mata is saying Govardhan Puja is Pratipad.
Govardhan Puja is Pratipad. Okay, there you go. Today is Nityananda Prabhu Mataji. Whatever you desire will come true. Devotees will do it.
Okay, Lalitangi Mataji, find it for Dvitiya also then.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I think chat box is full with their realizations, Prabhuji. They are just pouring their love towards the class. Very beautiful class, nectarian class. So much. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hope you read all the chat. Parima
Mataji, yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Whenever you speak, Prabhuji, nectar flows from your mouth. I never like to miss your class ever. And I'm so thankful to you, Prabhuji, for your wonderful classes and your wonderful association. And Prabhuji, I just had one thing that came to my mind about Nityanand Prabhu is he's like Mar Khai Prem De. Even if people beat him up, there is nobody in this universe who would get a beating and still give that greatest Krishna Prem, that highest love to anyone who hits somebody. So that's I just wanted to say that we can remember him like Mar Khai Prem De. That's all I wanted. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji, for sharing that wonderful realization. Thank you very much.
Somebody got Bhai Dooj, that particular festival. I think for the Dvitiya or something.
But Bhai Dooj is okay, but spiritually, from Krishna's perspective, we'll find and let know. Kirtida Mataji's order has to be fulfilled.
Jai.
We'll find.
My request, Prabhu, I'm nowhere to order you. It's just my humble request with folded hands.
Your request is our order, Mataji. We'll take it. We'll find out. Hare Krishna.
Now Preeti Mataji unmuted. Yeah, Preeti Mataji, go ahead.
Thank you, Prabhu. Like everyone said, Vanita Mataji said we were, I don't know, I forgot the words. But anyway, but we are in love with the nectar that was flowing. So thank you so much. Thank you for inundating us with this beautiful pastimes of Lord Nityananda, and our appreciation has definitely gone up after listening to this class. So thank you so much, and we are always grateful to you for coming on the call. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji, for giving me this service. She's the one who said, "Can you speak?" So I said, "I'll grab it with both hands." So thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, I should say this. It was Kirtana Mataji who pushed me to call you. And what has happened is there was a pattern that we noticed, a few devotees, that we end up calling you a day after every festival. So Indu Mataji was also making a comment, oh, Prabhuji has now become the actual day speaker rather than the day after speaker.
But I think my default position is the same. For me, it is the day after.
Oh, yeah.
So, but the day before, in fact, not day after, day before, I am at Varaha Dwadashi eagerly waiting for the Trayadashi. But thank you.
Even though when you speak day after, you always speak the Katha, Prabhu. You never speak the verses, because we only have a special festival day on that day. Next day, we never go for the again festival. We do have a class for the verses, right? But you always come next day, but still you speak Katha to us.
Jai Ho Gopal.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Koti Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you.
Really very grateful to you, Prabhu. And tomorrow your brother is coming again. It's so nice that you
wonderful.
coming.
No, Prabhuji is traveling. We don't have him.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I saw his name.
He's traveling.
Okay, it's changed. We have Chinmay Mataji.
Okay. Anyway. Last time you and your brother came immediately, right? And I was thinking, okay, this week again it's like that. But anyway, we missed it. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripasindhubhyev jagapatana Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrind ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, His Grace Haridas Varya Prabhuji ki jai.
Nityananda Triyodashi ki jai. Jai Shri Gaura.
Nityananda Gauranga
ki jai.
Jai Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, dear devotees. Ending the call here.